Again. So relating to section 141, we have uploaded the part 1 where we have discussed the disqualification of section number 141 subsection 3 up to 3 points only. So in this part 2, we are going to understand the disqualifications under section 141 subsection 3 from the fourth point onwards. So this particular video is in continuation with the previous video. So if you have watched the previous video, then you only have to see this video. Otherwise, you first complete the first video and then complete the part 2. So in the part 2, we are going to start again saying that disqualification section number 141 subsection 3 from the point number 4. Everyone clear? So please enjoy this particular video also. If you like it, just hit the like button, subscribe button and share the video to your friends. Thank you so much again. Number 4. अब सुनो, disqualification number 4. Sir, what is disqualification number 4? You or your partner or your relative is indebted to what? Company. Same point. Company, its subsidiary, its holding, its associate and subsidiary of such holding company. तुमने या तुम्हारे पार्टनर ने या तुम्हारा रिलेटिव क्या है? इंडेबिटेड है टू दीज 5 categories of the companies. या तो मेन कंपनी where you or your firm is an auditor, or its holding, its subsidiary, its associate or such of subsidiary of such holding. If you, your partner or relative is indebted to any of these companies for goods and services, indebted for what? Goods and services for more than rupees 5 lakhs, for more than rupees 5 lakhs. अगर तुमने या तुम्हारे पार्टनर ने या तुम्हारे रिलेटिव इस कंपनी को इंडेप्टेड है, मतलब तुम्हें इस कंपनी का पैसा देना है. कितना देना है? फॉर द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज फॉर मोर देन व्हाट? 5 लाख. सर, अप टू 5 lakhs नो डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन. 4,99,999 no disqualification. Exactly 5 lakhs no disqualification. When the disqualification will attract? You or your partner or relative is indebted to any of these 5 categories of the company for goods and services for more than what? 5 lakhs. Then it will be attracted. Say for example. Example. तो ABCN Co is indebted to Reliance India Limited for 6 lakh rupees. Qualified or disqualified? Disqualified. ठीक है. Example number 1. Example number 2. ABCN Co is indebted to Reliance India Limited for exactly 5 lakh rupees. Qualified or disqualified? Qualified, because what is the point? Point is more than 5 lakhs. And point number 3, ABCN Co indebted to Reliance India Limited for 4,99,999. अगेन यहाँ पे भी क्या है? क्वालिफाइड. तो यहाँ पे डिस्क्वालिफाइड है फर्स्ट केस में, सेकंड केस में क्वालिफाइड, थर्ड केस में भी क्वालिफाइड. तो बट फॉर इंडेप्टेड फॉरवर्ड इफ यू आर यूजिंग द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज of the company in which you are an auditor or its holding company's goods and services, subsidiary, associate or such subsidiary of such holding company. कौन कौन disqualified? यहाँ तो तुम, यहाँ तुम्हारा पार्टनर, यहाँ तुम्हारा रिलेटिव. समझ में आया सर? दिस इज कॉल्ड अवर डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन नंबर 4. अब सुनना ध्यान से. डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन नंबर 5. You, same point, or your partner or your relative is indebted to अब same 5 words. What are the 5 words? Indebted to company, its subsidiary. कंपनी या उसकी सब्सिडरी, या तो कंपनी की होल्डिंग, इट्स होल्डिंग और इट्स एसोसिएट. जॉइंट वेंचर कहीं पे भी नहीं है, ध्यान से. और subsidiary of such होल्डिंग कंपनी। नाउ सर ये पॉइंट तो ऊपर का पॉइंट सेम है, यहाँ पे भी आपने लिखा था यू योर पार्टनर रिलेटिव्स इज इंडेप्टेड टू दीज 5 कंपनी, यू एंड योर पार्टनर इज रिलेटिव इज इंडेप्टेड टू दीज कंपनी। बट यहाँ पे हमने क्या लिखा था, यहाँ पे हमारा मेन पॉइंट क्या था, मेन पॉइंट था फॉर व्हाट, गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज, एंड व्हाट वाज द लिमिट, मोर देन व्हाट 5 lakhs। यहाँ पे लिखेंगे फॉर सिक्योरिटीज एंड गारंटीज, फॉर securities and guarantees for more than 1 lakh। तो यहाँ पे अपनी फर्स्ट पॉइंट गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज गॉट रिप्लेस्ड बाय व्हाट, अभी अपन कंपैरिजन में देखेंगे, गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज गॉट रिप्लेस्ड बाय व्हाट, सिक्योरिटीज एंड गारंटीज, एंड 5 lakh गॉट रिप्लेस्ड बाय व्हाट 1 lakh, ठीक है ना। And points will remain same. What is this point? This point will remain same. Here also up to 1 lakh rupees allowed. But if your guarantee or security on the behalf of the company to the third person or on the behalf of third person to the company is more than what 1 lakh, then you will be immediately disqualified. चलो इसकी एग्जाम्पल करते हैं। एग्जाम्पल नंबर 1, अब सुनना ध्यान से। रिलायंस इंडिया लिमिटेड SBI के पास गई फॉर अ लोन of rupees 10 crores. SBI said that they need a guarantor. Now, chairman of that branch of SBI and I am the, now say for example Rohit Grover and associates, मेरी फॉर्म जो है वो रिलायंस इंडिया लिमिटेड की स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिटर है, ठीक है ना। वैसे तो बहुत बड़ा ड्रीम है, बट मान लो मेरी फॉर्म जो है रिलायंस इंडिया लिमिटेड की स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिटर है, ठीक है। और द चेयरमैन ऑफ दिस SBI ब्रांच नोज मी, तो द चेयरमैन ऑफ SBI ब्रांच इज माई फ्रेंड, ठीक है, इज माई फ्रेंड। तो रिलायंस इंडिया लिमिटेड हैज टू गिव अ गारंटी टू द SBI फॉर टेकिंग अ लोन ऑफ 10 crore rupees. Now Reliance India Limited knows that कि Rohit Grover is a very good friend of the chairman of that particular branch or the general manager, you can say general manager of that particular branch where they have applied the loan. तो Reliance India Limited ने क्या किया, Reliance India Limited ने रिक्वेस्ट किया किसको, रोहित ग्रोवर को। तो रोहित ग्रोवर ने गारंटी दे दी, किसको दे दी, SBI को। अब बताओ what is the thing happening? So you have guaranteed on the behalf of your client to the third party. Are you getting the point? Now, what will happen? Is the guarantee amount less than 1 lakh or equals to 1 lakh or more than 1 lakh? Guarantee amount is what, sir? 10 crore rupees. Then in that case, Grover and Associates will be disqualified. Grover and Associates will be what? Disqualified. So see, here I have given the security or guarantee on the behalf of my company, on the behalf of my client, to the third party. Now look at the second example. Suppose now Reliance India Limited, say for example, is a finance company. Is a which company? Finance company. Now Reliance India Limited में there is one person called B. He applied for a loan of rupees 10 lakhs to the Reliance company. Reliance India Limited rejected his application because Reliance India Limited demanded what? Guarantee. Now B is a very good friend of रोहित ग्रोवर, ठीक है, ये मेरा बहुत अच्छा फ्रेंड है। और ये रोहित ग्रोवर क्या है, रोहित ग्रोवर एंड एसोसिएट्स आर द ऑडिटर्स, आर द स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिटर्स ऑफ व्हाट, रिलायंस इंडिया लिमिटेड। तो मेरे फ्रेंड ने क्या किया, मेरे फ्रेंड ने मेरे को रिक्वेस्ट किया, माई फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्टेड मी प्लीज गिव द गारंटी ऑन माई बिहाफ। Now, being an auditor, obviously Reliance India Limited will consider my request. So what I did, I gave guarantee. I gave guarantee to my client on behalf of my friend. I gave guarantee to my client on the behalf of my friend. Now in this case what has happened, I gave the guarantee to the third party or I gave the guarantee to my client on the behalf of third party. I gave the guarantee to my client on the behalf of the third party. Who is the third party? Mr. B is the third party. And in the case number 1, what was happening? I gave a guarantee to the third party on the behalf of my client. Now, who is my client? Reliance India Limited. So in the first case, either you give the guarantee to the client on the behalf of third party, or you are giving guarantee to the third party on the behalf of your client. Then in that case, both ways, if the amount of guarantee or security is exceeding how many lakhs? Exceeding 1 lakh, in both the cases you will be immediately what? Disqualified. I hope example number 1 and example number 2 have been completely understood by you all. समझ में आया सर? So this brings an end to our 5th disqualification. So कौन कौन से 5 डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन हम लोग कर चुके हैं कि यू आर नॉट अलाउड टू बी द कंपनी और अ बॉडी कॉर्पोरेट, you are not allowed to be the officer or employee of the company, you are not allowed to hold any kind of securities, you, your partner or your relative, you yourself or your partner or relative should not be indebted for goods and services for more than 5 lakhs, and you, your partner or your relative should not be indebted to the company for securities and guarantees for more than 1 lakh. तो ये अपनी हो गई 5 डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन. सो लेट अस मूव विद द 6th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन. 6th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन आप सुनना ध्यान से. इट इज वेरी मच कनेक्टेड विद अवर सेकंड डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन. इन द सेकंड डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन व्हाट वी हैव अंडरस्टूड, यू और योर पार्टनर शुड नॉट बी द ऑफिसर और एम्प्लॉय. अब यहाँ पे हम लोग 6th में क्या पढ़ेंगे ध्यान से, यू और योर पार्टनर, ध्यान से पढ़ना सर, यू और योर पार्टनर should not be officer. You or your partner should not be the partner, or should not be an employee of. You or your partner should not be the partner, should not be the employee of what? Officer or employee of the company. Are you getting the point? You or your partner should not be the partner, in partnership, should not be in employment with what? Officer or employee of the company. Now listen to this case. This case is quite different from the case number 2. Case number 2 में क्या था? केस नंबर 2 में यू आर नॉट अलाउड टू बी द ऑफिसर और एम्प्लॉय, डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप आ रहा था. ये इनडायरेक्ट इंडेप्टनेस है पॉइंट नंबर 6 में. पॉइंट नंबर 6 में क्या बोल रहे हैं? यू और योर पार्टनर, इफ यू और योर पार्टनर इज अ ऑफिसर और एम्प्लॉय ऑफ द कंपनी, यू आर डिस्क्वालिफाइड इन पॉइंट नंबर 2. बट हियर यू और योर पार्टनर शुड नॉट बी हैविंग एनी काइंड ऑफ पार्टनरशिप और शुड नॉट बी हैविंग एनी एम्प्लॉयमेंट विद व्हाट? विद ऑफिसर and employee of the company. मतलब here you are not an officer employee, you are in partnership form or you are in employment with what? Officer and employee. मैं तुम्हें एक सिंपल वे में बताता हूँ. सपोज सिचुएशन नंबर 1, ध्यान से सुनना. मेरी है रोहित ग्रोवर एंड एसोसिएट्स, एक फर्म है, ठीक है. मेरी है रोहित ग्रोवर एंड एसोसिएट्स, एक फर्म है जिसमें 2 पार्टनर्स हैं. रोहित ग्रोवर है और से फॉर एग्जाम्पल उसमें अनदर पार्टनर है ए. तो एक है रोहित ग्रोवर और दूसरा पार्टनर है ए. अब रोहित ग्रोवर इज हैविंग अनदर पार्टनरशिप विद डायरेक्टर ऑफ रिलायंस इंडिया लिमिटेड, वेयर रोहित ग्रोवर एंड एसोसिएट्स इज एन स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिटर of Reliance India Limited. So Rohit Grover and Associate is the statutory auditor of Reliance India Limited. अब सुनो, situation number 1, Rohit Grover is in partnership with the director of Reliance India Limited. I and my firm is disqualified. Point number 2, Rohit Grover is in partnership with MD of the company Reliance India Limited. I am disqualified. Rohit Grover is in partnership with what? CEO or CFO or MD or CS or whole-time director or manager of, or you can say shadow director of what? of Reliance India Limited. Now also I am what? Disqualified. So now I am not the MD, I am not the director, I am not the CEO, I am not the CFO, I am not the CS, I am not the whole time director, I am not the manager, and I am not the shadow director. I am in partnership with these people who are the directors, MD of this company. In all these cases, I am what? Disqualified. Now, point number 4. Rohit Grover is in employment. I am an employee of any of persons above. अब मैं पार्टनरशिप में नहीं हूं. आई एम इन एम्प्लॉयमेंट विद एनी ऑफ दीज पर्सन. नाउ ऑल्सो वट? माई फर्म इज डिस्क्वालिफाइड. एंड इज दिस एप्लीकेबल ओनली ऑन रोहित ग्रोवर और अनदर पार्टनर ऑफ रोहित ग्रोवर एंड एसोसिएट्स? मेरे पार्टनर के ऊपर भी एप्लीकेबल है. नाउ पॉइंट नंबर 5. मिस्टर ए इज इन पार्टनरशिप with officer or employee of Reliance India Limited, then also we are what? Disqualified. And point number 6, Mr. A is under the employment. मेरा जो दूसरा पार्टनर है A is under the employment with what? These people, then also our firm is what? Disqualified. So in the point number 2 and point number 3 में, point number 6 में, what is the major difference we found? In the point number 2, if you or your partner is the officer and employee of the company in which you are an auditor, then you are disqualified. But in this point number C, me and partner are not the officer and employee of the company. In the point number C, me and my partner are in partnership with or are in employment under the officer and employee of the company. I hope everyone is crystal clear with the point number 6. तो कौन सी डायरेक्ट indebtedness हुई? पॉइंट नंबर 2 इज अ डायरेक्ट indebtedness, जहाँ पे तुम डायरेक्टली ऑफिसर और एम्प्लॉय हो. और पॉइंट नंबर 6 क्या है? डायरेक्ट indebtedness और इनडायरेक्ट indebtedness. इनडायरेक्ट indebtedness मतलब यू आर नॉट allowed to be in partnership with and employment with what? Officer and employee of the company. अगर पकड़े गए तो you will be immediately disqualified. समझ में आया सर? 6 disqualifications out of all the disqualifications we have done. तो point number 1 हो गया, not allowed to be the body corporate or a company. Second point number 3 क्या हो गया? 2 क्या हो गया? Not allowed to be the officer or employee. Point number 3 क्या हो गया? You are not allowed to be the you or your relative should not be indebted to the company for more than 5 lakhs. Point number 3 में क्या था? You or your partner or relative should not be holding any security. That discussion we have already done. And point number 4 में क्या हो गया? Indebted to the company for more than what? 5 lakhs. You yourself or your relative, you yourself or your relative or your partner should not be indebted for the securities and guarantees for more than 1 lakh, and you and your partner are not allowed to be in partnership with or employment with the officer or employee. अभी अपन थोड़ा सा मैं आपको एक डेफिनेशन बताता हूँ. आई फॉरगॉट टू टेल यू दैट इज अ डेफिनेशन ऑफ रिलेटिव. तो दैट पॉइंट रिलेटिव डेफिनेशन इज associated with our disqualification point number 3. तो आई एम राइटिंग हियर relative definition. What is the relative definition? अब सुनो, ये जो relative का up to rupees 1 lakh वाला केस हमने किया था कि relative can hold और if you relative can hold up to rupees what 1 lakh वाला केस हमने जो किया था, then in that case we understood the relative के केस में up to 1 lakh of face value of the securities you are not disqualified. More than 1 lakh you will be disqualified, but that disqualification will attract after 60 days. Now I am going to define who is called relative. Relative की total definition में 3 type of people are included. In the relatives definition, who are included? 3 different type of people are included. Sir, who is included in the definition of relative? तो relative की first definition में HUF is a relative. Means members of HUF are known as what? Relative. Husband and wife. Husband and wife are also known as relative. Are you getting the point? Husband and wife means what? Spouse is also covered under relative. अब सुनो, who are also known as relative? तो suppose Rohit Grover. Now say for example, or you can say for example Mr. A. ठीक है? अब देखो, members of HUF is also a relative. Husband and wife are obviously relative. Other than husband and wife, who are other than husband and wife who are covered under the definition of relative? First of all, definition of relative is covered under section 2 subsection 77 of what? Companies Act 2013. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डेफिनेशन है, क्योंकि जब तक तुम्हें रिलेटिव का मीनिंग नहीं समझ में आएगा, देन एग्जामिनर कैन प्ले विद यू. नाउ सपोज मिस्टर ए इज द ऑडिटर, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एज स्पाउस इज अ रिलेटिव, एज फादर इज अ रिलेटिव, एज मदर इज द रिलेटिव, मतलब उसकी वाइफ, उसकी मदर, उसके फादर रिलेटिव, एज ब्रदर is also a relative, A's sister is also a relative, A's son is a relative, and A's daughter is also a relative. तो A की wife, A के father, A के mother, A के brother, A का sister, A की daughter और A का son, everyone is known as relative. अब सुनना ध्यान से, father includes stepfather, मतलब stepfather is also a relative as per section number 2 subsection 7. Mother includes stepmother, mother includes stepmother, it means stepmother is also a relative. Are you getting the one? Brother also includes stepbrother, ठीक है. Sister also includes stepsister, and son also includes what? Stepson. ये सारे relative की definition, but in case of daughter, stepdaughter is not included in the definition of relative. Again repeating, stepdaughter is not included in the definition of what? Relative. Are you getting the point? Now, along with the son, son's wife is also covered in the definition of relative. Along with the daughter, daughter's husband is also covered in the relative definition. ठीक है, तो बहुत ही easy definition है. अब याद करते हैं relative की definition क्या है. Members of HUF are known as relative definition. Husband and wife are relative to each other. तो suppose Mr. A is an auditor, इसके purpose के लिए Mr. A is an auditor, इसकी wife is a relative. Mother includes stepmother is a relative. Brother includes stepbrother is a relative. Son includes stepson as well as son's wife is also a relative. Daughter does not include stepdaughter, but daughter's husband is also a relative. Sister includes what? Sister includes stepsister, that is also a relative. Sister includes stepsister, that is also a relative, and father includes stepfather, that is also a relative. तो मतलब कौन कौन रिलेटिव हुए, जल्दी जल्दी करेंगे. कौन कौन रिलेटिव हुआ? स्पाउस रिलेटिव हुआ, ठीक है. उसके बाद सन रिलेटिव हुआ, उसके बाद डॉटर रिलेटिव हुए, उसके बाद फादर रिलेटिव हुए, उसके बाद मदर रिलेटिव हुए, उसके बाद अपना ब्रदर रिलेटिव हुआ, उसके बाद सिस्टर रिलेटिव हुए. चलो, स्पाउस में स्टेप स्पाउस मत लिख देना सर, नहीं तो बहुत गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. स्पाउस में कोई भी स्टेप स्पाउस नहीं है, नहीं तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी. सन में स्टेप सन है, हाँ सर स्टेप सन है, ठीक है. डॉटर में स्टेप डॉटर है, नहीं सर स्टेप डॉटर नहीं है, ठीक है, क्रॉस मार दिया. फादर में स्टेप फादर है, हाँ सर स्टेप फादर है. मदर में स्टेप मदर है, स्टेप मदर है. ब्रदर में स्टेप ब्रदर है, स्टेप ब्रदर भी है, और स्टेप सिस्टर भी है. और दो लोग ऐड है, प्लस सन्स वाइफ भी है, और प्लस डॉटर्स हस्बैंड भी है, ठीक है. ये सारी डेफिनेशन है, डेफिनेशन ऑफ व्हाट? रिलेटिव, अंडर सेक्शन 2 सबसेक्शन 77. तो दिस इज व्हाट द डेफिनेशन ऑफ रिलेटिव. तो इसको ध्यान से याद रखना. तो मदर इंक्लूड्स व्हाट, फादर इंक्लूड्स व्हाट, ऑल दोज थिंग्स यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. सो मदर इंक्लूड्स दिस पर्सन, ऑल दीज आर द डेफिनेशंस ऑफ, ठीक है, ऑफ द रिलेटिव. आई होप एवरीवन इज क्रिस्टल क्लियर नाउ विद द डेफिनेशन ऑफ रिलेटिव. तो दिस इज यूजफुल फॉर द पॉइंट्स ऑफ आवर डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन विच वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन पॉइंट नंबर 3. तो टोटल 6 डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन हो गए हैं. तो अभी अपन 7th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन करेंगे. सर व्हाट इज द 7th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन? 7th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन इज सेम सर. इफ सीलिंग लिमिट ऑफ कंपनी ऑडिट has been violated. If the ceiling limit of company audit has been violated, पहले तो मैं बता दूं, ceiling limit 141 सबसेक्शन 3 क्लॉज जी में है, मतलब 7th पॉइंट यही क्लॉज में है। सीलिंग लिमिट अपना एक सेपरेट सेशन होगा सीलिंग लिमिट के ऊपर। सीलिंग लिमिट बेसिकली इफ आई हैव टू टेल यू, मैक्सिमम 20 कंपनी ऑडिट्स one practicing CA can take in one financial year. So in one financial year, how many company audits one practicing CA can do? Practicing CA can do only 20 company audit. He can sign only 20 company audit reports by the one practicing CA under the one financial year. ठीक है सर, इसका मतलब कंपनी ऑडिट्स, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द ऑडिट्स गाइस, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट कंपनी ऑडिट्स, पार्टनरशिप, सोल प्रोप्राइटर, कितने भी ले लो, बट कंपनी नेचर ऑफ ऑडिट शुड नॉट बी मोर देन व्हाट 20। और इसमें से ओपीसी, स्मॉल, डोरमेंट कंपनी and private companies having paid up share capital of less than 100 crores. Private companies having paid up share capital of less than what? 100 crores. They are excluded. They are what? Excluded from what? Limit of 20. तो ये जो maximum limit of 20 है, it does not include OPC audit, small company audit, dormant company audit and a private company having a paid up share capital of less than what? 100 crore. समझ में आया सर? तो इसका मतलब if you are doing more than 21 company audit by a single practicing CA in one financial year, you are disqualified from accepting the 21st company audit because maximum limit allowed is what? 20. तो सपोज अपनी फर्म होगी, फर्म में सपोज, तो एग्जांपल करते हैं, सपोज एक फर्म है ABCN को, in this ABCN को 3 are practicing chartered accountants, A, B and C, तो into 20 मतलब क्या, इंडिविजुअल लिमिट कितनी है? 20 इसकी, 20 इसकी, 20 इसकी, तो फर्म की लिमिट क्या होगी? 60 कंपनी ऑडिट्स होगी, because this limit is not for the firm, this limit is for the individual practicing CA per financial year. So if the ABC and Co is having 3 practicing partners A, B and C, तो 20 each would be what? 60 company audits. Everyone clear? ठीक है, तो 20 each would be 60. तो इसके ऊपर हम लोग और डिटेल में जाएंगे। तो जस्ट पॉइंट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इज, इफ द सीलिंग लिमिट ऑफ द कंपनी ऑडिट हैज बीन वायलेटेड, देन ऑल्सो यू आर disqualified from accepting the 21st company audit. इसके ऊपर हम लोग एक सेपरेट लेक्चर बनाएंगे on the ceiling limit, section number 141 subsection 3 clause G. ठीक है, तो which companies are not included in the 20 limit? Private company having a paid up share capital of less than 100 crores, OPC, small company and dormant companies. तो यहाँ पे D का मतलब है dormant companies, they are not included in the list of मैक्सिमम 20 कंपनी ऑडिट। तो ये होगी अपनी 8th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन, 7th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन। सो लेट अस डू द 8th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन। सर 8th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन क्या है? ध्यान से सुनना सर, व्हाट इज द 8th डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन? एस्टैब्लिशिंग बिजनेस रिलेशनशिप। तुम या तुम्हारा पार्टनर इज एस्टैब्लिशिंग विच रिलेशनशिप? बिजनेस रिलेशनशिप विद व्हाट? With, we all know, with the company, with its subsidiary, with its holding, with its, what do you say, company, subsidiary, with its holding, with its associate, or with its subsidiary of such holding company. And one more point, extra एक point in this particular case will come with a subsidiary of such associate company, with a subsidiary of such associate company. तो मतलब if you or your partner or your firm, your partner, if you or your partner or your firm is having which kind of relationship? Business relationship with the company, with its holding, with its subsidiary, its associate, or subsidiary of such holding company or subsidiary of such associate company. In such case, what will happen? In such case, again, what will happen? You will be disqualified from being an auditor of any of these companies. Now, question is, sir, what do you mean by business relationship? So, business relationship का मतलब क्या होता है? Relationship. का मीनिंग क्या है? इफ यू आर डूइंग B2B ट्रांजैक्शन, बिजनेस टू बिजनेस ट्रांजैक्शन, यू आर डिस्क्वालिफाइड. लेकिन अगर आप B2C कर रहे हो, बिजनेस टू कस्टमर ट्रांजैक्शन, यू आर नॉट डिस्क्वालिफाइड. सर इसका मतलब बताएंगे? इसका मतलब ये है, अब तुम सोच के देखो. एग्जाम्पल, आई एम एन ऑडिटर ऑफ Indigo Airlines. And if I have booked a ticket from Indigo Airlines, now tell me, am I qualified or disqualified? क्योंकि मैंने इंडिगो एयरलाइंस का ऑडिटर हूं और मैंने इंडिगो एयरलाइंस में टिकट भी बुक करी. तो when the Indigo Airlines allotted me a ticket, was that allotment was B2B purpose or B2C? Indigo sold me the ticket as a customer. So I am here, even though I am an auditor, but I am here. Their relationship with the Indigo is not of business to business. मैंने कोई उनको एयर इंजन का फ्यूल और एयर फ्यूल सप्लाई नहीं किया. I did not supply them the air fuel. I booked a ticket. I paid the money. They gave me what? A ticket. So they, as a business, they gave me or sold me the ticket as a customer. So was it an example of B2B or B2C? It is an example of B2C. Therefore, am I qualified or disqualified? Disqualified. ऐसा थोड़ा होगा कि one of the air hostess will come to me and during the flight she will say, no, sir, you are the auditor of the Indigo Airlines. Please jump off the plane. Otherwise, you will be disqualified. ऐसा थोड़ा होगा. So as a ticket holder, I am holding the ticket as a customer. तो B2C के केस में you are not disqualified. But B2B केस में, तो say for example, I am supplying, same example, I am supplying air fuel और air engine fuel. मेरे को नहीं पता उसे क्या बोलते हैं. So aviation fuel, yeah, you can call it as aviation fuel to Indigo Airlines. मैंने अब उनको aviation fuel सप्लाई किया. Now in that case, am I supplying the fuel to them as a customer or business? As a business arrangement. तो यहाँ पे B2B हो रहा है. In this case, I am immediately what? Disqualified. But in this case, I am what? Qualified. अब समझ में आ रहा है सर? So B2B के केस में you are disqualified. If you are establishing which relationship? Business relationship, you are disqualified. But if you are establishing a customer relationship, then you are. इसका मतलब if I am holding a SIM of Airtel, it means I am disqualified just because I am an auditor of Airtel company. So suppose I am an auditor of Airtel company and I am using the Airtel SIM. Now am I disqualified? No, I am using the SIM as a customer. But if I am supplying and manufacturing the SIMs and supplying the SIMs to the Airtel company, then it is called business relationship. So B2B के केस में you are disqualified, B2C के केस में you are not disqualified. And what is the definition of business relationship? So यहाँ पे business relationship की छोटी सी definition दी है. Business relationship does not include professional relationship. So suppose if I am having a professional relationship with my client, I am supplying professional services, that will not be called as a business relationship. So I am qualified. And business relationship does not include those services taken or supplied in ordinary course of business. In ordinary course. मतलब if I have taken accommodation services, if I am using telecommunication services, if I am using hotel services, if I am using traveling services, right or not? If I am using any kind of services, which is in the which case? In the ordinary course, like I am taking accommodation in Taj Group of Hotels, but I am an auditor of Taj Krishna or Taj Group of Hotels. It means I am taking their services as a customer. I am using the SIM of the mobile phone. I am taking a room in a hotel and I am the auditor of that. These are known as ordinary course of services. So they are included or they are excluded. They are not included in the definition of what? Business relationship. So only B2B case में I am disqualified. B2C case में I am 100% qualified. Did you understand about disqualification number 8? Sir, what is our disqualification number 9? ध्यान से सुनना. Disqualification number 9 क्या है? Relative. Disqualification number 9 क्या है? Relative. should not be the director. Relative should not be the director or should not be holding any KMP position. Relative should not be a director or should not be holding any KMP position. Should not be a director or should not be holding any KMP position in the company. In the company. Now suppose, इसका एग्जाम्पल का मतलब क्या है? सपोज ग्रोवर एंड एसोसिएट्स आर द ऑडिटर ऑफ Infosys Limited. They are the auditors of Infosys Limited. Now, Rohit Grover's wife. Now tell me one thing. Is she my relative? Yes. The spouse is a relative. Rohit Grover's wife is holding director position or any KMP position in the Infosys Limited where Rohit Grover is an auditor. Then in that case, Grover and Associates will be qualified or disqualified. Grover and Associates will be disqualified. Grover and Associates will be what? Disqualified. Are you getting the point or not? So which two positions are not allowed? It means your relative should not be the director, your relative should not be the KMP. ना तो वो डायरेक्टर होना चाहिए ना वो KMP होने चाहिए in the company in which you are an auditor. Are you getting? A relative means same definition. So any one of those people are holding any director position or KMP position in the company in which I am an auditor, then my whole firm, my partner and me all will be what? Disqualified. समझ में आया? तो यहाँ पे एक क्वेश्चन आता है, सर ये अपन बात करते हैं रिलेटिव की बात करते हैं. रिलेटिव एम्प्लॉय है, रिलेटिव डायरेक्टर और केएमपी है. रिलेटिव एम्प्लॉय है कंपनी में इन विच आई एम एन ऑडिटर. रिलेटिव एम्प्लॉय है होल्डिंग में, सब्सिडरी में और एसोसिएट में. If my relative is an employee in the company in which I am an auditor, in the holding in which I am an auditor, in the subsidiary of the company in which I am an auditor, in the associate of the company in which I am an auditor, no disqualification. Relative can be an employee. Relative can be an employee. But relative should not be a director. अगर relative is a director or KMP in the company in which I am an auditor, then I am what? Disqualified. Disqualified. So if my relative is an employee in these companies, then I am qualified. But if my relative is a director or KMP in these companies, then I am what? Disqualified. अब इसको ध्यान से सुनना. My relative is a director or a KMP, not in company, in holding or subsidiary or associate or subsidiary of such holding company, then also I am qualified. इसका मतलब अपना conclusion क्या है? Conclusion means disqualification in relation to relative. Disqualification in relation to relative will only attract, first of all, if he is holding director or KMP position in the main company. In the which company? Main company. In case he is a director or KMP in the holding subsidiary or associate company, then in that case qualified or disqualified? Qualified, sir. समझ में आया sir? So this is what the disqualification number 9 when it comes to relative. So relative should not be the director or KMP of the company or any kind of position in the company in which you are an auditor. हाँ, relative can be a director or KMP in the holding subsidiary associate. Then there is no problem. The relative can be an employee in the main company also. He can be an employee in the holding subsidiary. Then also no problem. Problem is only when he is a director or KMP in the main company in which I am an auditor. Sir, why employment has been taken away from the director? देखो sir, when you are an employee, you do not take part in the decision making process. But when you are a director or a KMP, you are a part of management. not employment. You are a part of management. So you take part in decision making. That's why if my wife is a CEO of the company in which I am an auditor, I should not join. But if my wife is working as an employee in the company in which I am an auditor, I am completely qualified because she is not taking participate in the decision making when she is working as an employee. But if she is working as a director, she is taking a part in decision making. That's why I should be vacating, I should be disqualified, right? So point number 9 हो गया. Now last to disqualification, point number 10. What is the point number 10? If you have been convicted for fraud, अगर कोई भी ऑडिटर कन्विक्ट हुआ था फॉर एन ऑफेंस ऑफ fraud, if you have been convicted for an offense of fraud and 10 years have not elapsed, 10 years have not elapsed, 10 साल पूरे नहीं हुए from such conviction, then in that case you are disqualified to be an auditor. First of all, you did one offense. That offense nature is fraud, and 10 years have not elapsed from such conviction. First of all, you will be disqualified in the same company where you have done the fraud, and you are disqualified from being an auditor in any company. In the same company, so you are disqualified. You are disqualified to be an auditor in any company for the next 10 years. Why? Because if the 10 years have elapsed, then you can be reappointed again. But if the 10 years are not over yet, then your disqualification will continue in the same company as well as in any company. Sir, किसी भी company में आपको auditor का position नहीं मिलेगा. तो you are disqualified here for 10 years because at least 10 years should have elapsed from such conviction. There is no that much discussion required in point number 10. So let us move to the point number 11 that you already know. Rendering services under section 144. Then also you are what? Disqualified. Sir, what is section 144? Those who have not seen my earlier video, they will not come to know that what is section number 142 until unless you have not read it anywhere else. So section number 144 का मतलब क्या होता है? Section number 144 का मतलब है prohibited services. मतलब क्या है? If you are a statutory auditor of the company and you are providing other prohibited services along with being a statutory auditor. And sir, what do you mean by prohibited services? Those list of services which are given under what? Section number 144. So to refer the section number 144, to refer the list of those prohibited services which makes you disqualified from being a statutory auditor, you have to go to my earlier video. That is section number 139 subsection 8 casual vacancy. Along with that, I mentioned section number 144 which is prohibited services. So I'll provide the link of that video also in the description. So that was all about the section number 141 which talks about eligibility, qualifications and disqualifications of an auditor. So I hope you all liked my section explanation. I hope you all liked my video. If you really liked my video, please hit the like button, subscribe button, and make sure that you are motivating us by giving the likes to the video. And I'll make sure that I will ensure that my videos will be keep on uploading these videos on the daily basis, and I can make sure that I can contribute to the maximum. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for listening the video. Thank you again. And again, for section number 144, I'll provide the link of that video in my description box. You can access to that link and go to that video and complete in the last 10 minutes. You will find the section number 144 explanation, which is also one of our disqualification as per section number 141. Thank you so much for listening today, guys. Thanks again. I will take your ears and patience in the next video also. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks again. This is your friend Rohit Grover. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you.